Welcome into your gentle morning yoga flow. This is a gentle practice and reminder to embrace the stillness. This is a full body stretch where we're going to be in some seated and standing poses. So grab your mat, find a spot, and let's flow. Hey, good morning. So with this gentle yoga flow, we're going to be cradling ourselves in a way that holds space without forcing, without overexerting ourselves. So using this, we're going to build that breath as our foundation. So come into a kneeling position. First breaths of the day. Let's take them here. Inhale. And deep exhales out. And as we're here, drop that left ear to left shoulder. And you can keep your hands down on the mat, rolling the head back, right ear to right shoulder. Starting to let that belly rise with the inhale and a fall. And just keep breathing and moving the head left to right, opening up the neck, letting the shoulders just fall down. I love when mornings are like this because it gives you a chance to just let the day begin without anything taking control of it first. Last time, roll the head. And chin comes to chest. As you breathe in, let the arms reach up overhead. Exhale to cactus arms. And I want you to lift the chest here, lift the gaze. Exhale, come back upright. Forearms close. And repeat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale to cactus. Perfect. Keep breathing out. Let the forearms close. And again, following your breath and movement, we're going to let it sink here. Letting the shoulder blades lift on that inhale. One more time. Perfect. Let's rotate the wrists. Let them come down to the sides. Shoulder blades roll with it. We're going to slide the hands in the front and move into a puppy pose. So let the heart drop down. Hips are stacked underneath the knees, reaching to the front of the mat. And breathe here. Going into the belly. Melting down on that exhale. Gently waking up the body with this stretch, feeling the muscles pull. Perfect. And now we're going to come into a tabletop position. So nice flat back, really root through the palms here. Knees are still stacked underneath those hips. Perfect. Just take a moment here before we breathe in, dropping that belly, carving the nose and tailbone up. And breathe out, tuck the chin. Keep it moving like this. Warming up the body, letting that spine move. And really letting breath lead, then movement, and then the mind will follow. This is the year of connection with the body. So this is how we connect with our body, honey. This is our brand new era. Keep going. So just being as gentle as you can. Perfect. And tuck the toes here. Come back into your kneeling position just for a moment. Inhale and exhale. just taking a moment to sit in this stillness. This is what we are doing when we want to embrace solitude in a way that we can welcome in these feelings that arise in our body that maybe we don't want to deal with, which is why we're not sitting in stillness a lot, including myself. That's something that I want to be a little bit more comfortable, embracing this solitude, being still with myself before the day even begins. And go ahead and untuck those toes if it feels uncomfortable for you. We're just centering ourselves. Spine is straight. Before moving into our first downward dog of the day, cycle the knees here. Gazing past the legs, pushing it through the palms, just like that. And maybe you just sway the hips left to right. The knees can come in with this movement too, bending. I want your head to be really heavy, so no work in the neck at all. And steady yourself. Keep those right toes down, left toes point and reach up to the sky. Find that balance with the palms and bend into that left knee. Take some big circles here just to open up that hip a little bit more. And now breathe into it because these hips can be tight. For me, I've been really tight lately. So keep breathing. You got this. Opposite way. Before pointing the toes up and coming back to earth. Cycle the legs. Before we inhale, right toes point up. Balance through the palms. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And bend right knee. Circles here. And breath. Hip opens and breath. Opposite way. Where we point the toes up and come back to earth. Perfect. Letting that blood flow from the soles of the feet to the hips, and from the hips down to the crown of the head. Inhale, we look up. Let's move into our forward fold, the front of the mat, our Uttanasana. And just drape yourself over the lap. Bend into the knees if you need to. This is your morning, so I want you to really get into this fluid motion like I was saying earlier. So it's okay to sway left and right. It's okay to kind of have a bend. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and rotate our wrist while we're here. Spread the fingertips out, bend into them, an opposite way with those wrist rotations. Let the head drop. And bend into the knees, root to rise. Arms are going to come overhead, nice and slow. Arms reaching up, and exhale. Hands to heart center. Soft bend in those knees. Just come at this center, at this point of stillness with the body. And instantly notice where any of the body feels tight. And I want you to soften it. Is that in the toes, where you can kind of spread them out? In the knees? Most of the times it's the knees, the hips, and the shoulders. So take some time to get to know what parts of the body could use a little wiggle, a little breath. And start to let your breath stoke this inner fire. Embracing solitude doesn't have to be lonely, doesn't have to be something that, produces fear in the body. It can just be. Bend into the knees, let the arms rise up overhead, and exhale to fold. Drop the head here. Inhale, we're gonna have a flat back, bring the heart to the horizon, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Once we get there, we're going to move into our high lunge. Breathing in, arms lifted. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let the hips sink here before we take the arms back up. And frame left foot. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. Big twist here. And get creative, explore. Take some arm circles. Reach back behind you, gaze follows. Just take some time to feel the body out. This really helps warm up the legs, the arms, the back. Frame that foot. And you can either come into a plank or come down on your knees back into a tabletop. So take your choice here. But from plank, we're going to instantly move back into downward facing dog. Gazing between the legs, one breath. Dropping the head, 2 breaths. And inhale, look past the fingertips. This time we're going to bend right knee to chest and plant the hands, moving into a high lunge. Bending into that front right knee. Exhale, prayer pose. Sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, arms float up, shoulder blades lift. Exhale, fold, letting this energy pour over the body, getting our morning started. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. And let's just explore this energy, arm circles. Or maybe you reach back behind you, your gaze following. Before we come back, perfect. Step it back into plank or come down into tabletop. Either way, we exhale, downward facing dog. And 3 breaths here. Inhale, look up and come into a forward fold. I want you to really melt yourself over here. This is a truly reflective pose where you're really just coming into yourself. So have a nice deep bend into the knees here. You could take your hands, wrap them behind your ankles. Embracing the stillness. Being okay with taking some time to go within. Perfect. Come back, fingertips on the ground, and bend into the knees. Root to rise, arms reaching up. This time lean back a little, shift the hips forward. Now shift the hips to the right. You can take clasp on one of your fingers if you need to. And now bump the hips to the left. And center. Hands rotate down the body. Shoulders roll. Find our mountain pose. Palms facing forward. And take this again. Bend into the knees. Arms rise. Exhale to fold, fold, fold. Inhale, heart meets the horizon, flat back. And come down, breath out. Fingertips center, step that right foot back. High lunge here. Reaching up to the sky. Exhale, bringing that energy to the heart. Again, arms lift. Exhale, we frame. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. And explore. Finding what feels good in the body and then going into that. So like I was saying earlier, we're not forcing anything. We're just going with the flow of our breath, our body. Trusting that it's going to lead us in the right path. Step it back into plank. And breathe in, exhale, downward facing dog. Big breaths here, stoking this inner fire. Inhale in deep into the belly. Exhale. One more time. And look up. Right knee bends, plant the foot, coming into this high lunge. Bring the energy to heart center. And that back foot can come wherever it needs to. Just realign yourself. Arms lift. Breath comes in. And exhale, we fold. Frame the right foot. Left hand down. Breathe in to reach up and explore. Before framing, plank our tabletop. And exhale, we all meet downward facing dog. I want you to have 5 big breaths here. Really letting that breath channel through the body. The mind focused on the feel of breath. Push through both palms, drop the head. And last breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and look between the palms. Drop down on the knees, back into our kneeling pose. So instantly we're going to have our hands on our knees and lift the chest up. Gaze looks up. This is our kneeling cat-cows. Exhale, tuck the chin. Hands on the knees. So as we inhale, we'll slide the hands back to the hips. Chest lift. Exhale. Perfect. Just allow that breath to come back into the body, into that natural rhythm that you have. Keep flowing like this. And now we're going to add in a little extra movement. So as you inhale, bring the hands to hips. This time we're going to lift them up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to slide it into a child's pose. So knees are going to separate, widening up a little bit so you can nestle into this child's pose. Inhale, come back into kneeling, letting the arms reach up. So we're coming back up, upright. Exhale, let it pour down into child's pose. Spread the knees and come back. Letting the arms lift up the body. Exhale. Just let the body get used to this movement for a little bit. Taking this fluid motion all the way up to the sky. Exhale, pour it onto the mat. And you can stay in child's pose as long as you like before you rise back up. That's the beautiful thing about this movement, is take it as fast or as slow as you want to. Spread the knees, settle here in child's pose. Reaching to the front of that mat, the heart is melted down into the earth. See if you can sink it a little bit lower. Spread the knees. Embracing the stillness, even when it feels uncomfortable. Sit here in yourself. This truly is the era of true, authentic body connection, and it's going to feel uncomfortable sometimes. Stay with it anyway. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, I want you to come up onto the fingertips. So still in this child's pose, we're just, palms are lifted, fingertips are pressed down into the mat. You're gonna take some body rolls here. So shoulders come up as much as they can over the wrist. Hips are moving in circles. And breathe into it. Opposite way. Breath out as the hips nestle in, and inhaling as you rise up. Settling back down. And walk the hands back into kneeling. This time we're going to cross our legs to sink it back, moving into our reclined position. So come all the way down on your back. And this one I absolutely love for the morning. It just makes me excited thinking about it, but it's going to be our banana pose. So I want you to just walk the heels over to the right side of the mat, bump the hips over to the left, and then reach over to the right side. So the banana pose. Clasp one hand over the other wrist and big stretch. Breath out. And we switch sides, walking the feet over to the left. And you could cross the right leg over the left if you need to. Bump the hips over to the right. And then we reach over to the left side of the mat. Big twist, stretch it out. And exhale, settle. Coming into a reclined position, fully center yourself, and then bring the knees to chest. Just a nice little rock back and forth. Letting the breath be nice and deep. Perfect. And we're going to extend the left leg all the way down. Keep that right knee, tucked it in, give it a little hug, and then switch sides. Extending the right leg, bring the left knee to chest. And one more time, switch. And switch. And let's end while bending the knees, bringing them up to the sky. Adjust yourself by pushing through the head and shimmying the shoulder blades if you need to. Make all those adjustments. So knees together, bottoms of the feet together. We're going to move into a bound ankle position to end here in Shavasana. And if you typically leave during corpse pose, do not. Stay here to truly seal in that stillness. It's kind of like taking a cross-country road trip and then leaving right at the last stop before the destination. You have to get there. You have to really seal in your practice. So come here. Let the body get comfortable. Open up the chest. Breath in and out. Letting the body naturally rise and fall. Letting your morning practice take hold over the body, over the mind. And letting stillness be a place to go to have space to think, to get creative, to feel this love that you have for yourself by showing up over and over again. Deep inhale. Deeper exhale. And slowly come back. First with the breath. And spread the fingertips out. Close the knees together with the body. And then let's roll over to our sides. Before pushing up, coming back into a seated position. Let the arms rise up overhead. and palms come together. Bow the head. This is how you start a gentle morning. Just feel it. This is the practice that I come back to over and over again as a reminder to embrace stillness, to be able to sit with myself and let my brain, my mind turn on without any force. So I hope that this morning ritual is something that you could come back to as well. If you love gentle flows like this one, subscribe to my channel and check out my bedtime yoga playlist so you can add that to your must-haves for your nighttime routine. All right, I will see you guys back on the mat next week. Peace.